Hello students. I hope you have seen the previous video. In that I have discussed about the Osa zone formation. So next we will study about Killani-Fisher synthesis. So here you have studied about glucose and fructoses. So in glucose, as you know, there are 6 carbon atoms, and in fructose also there are 6 carbon atoms, but these will be differing only in their presence of functional group. In glucose, as you know, aldehydic functional group is present, and in fructose ketonic group is the functional group is present. So these both are having what? 6 carbon atoms, but some of the carbohydrates are there, or some of the lower sugars are there which are having less than the 6 carbon atoms. So now as we have studying about fructose and glucose, we will study how these can be synthesized with the lower sugars by utilizing the lower sugar. Means what? In lower sugar, as we have seen in glucose there are 6 carbon atoms, lower sugar will be having 1 carbon atom less than that. So to synthesize the higher sugar with help of the lower sugar, that is called as Fischer-Killani synthesis. So in this method, stepping up of the lower sugar to the higher sugar takes place. This higher aldoses can be prepared from its lower aldoses. This synthesis gives rise to pair of a diastereomer aldoses which are epimers. So now here you have came across these two words, that is a diastereomeric aldoses which are epimers. So diastereomeric aldoses means what? These two isomers will be differing only in the one carbon atom, only the structure of around one asymmetric carbon atom. Hence these are called as a diastereomers, and epimers are nothing but mirror images of each other, and which are non-superimposable mirror images. Okay, so now we study about its mechanism. So as I have told, the lower sugars are used for the synthesis of higher sugar. We will taking example of synthesis of glucose from its lower sugar. That is lower sugar is a aldopentoses. You can see here that is called as a arabinose. So here you can count there are 5 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 carbon atoms. So in the first step, this arabinose is undergoing reaction with the hydrogen cyanide, that is a HCl. Here you can see it. When it is undergoing reaction with the hydrogen cyanide, it is going to give you the mixture of a cyanohydrines. That is, 2 cyanohydrines are formed. That is also called as a aldonitriles. So here you can see that when these two are formed, here you can count the number of a carbon, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. There is a introduction of a new asymmetric carbon atom in both the chain. So this new asymmetric carbon atom is differing its structure. So here you can see in this, at the right hand side that is a hydroxyl group, but here in the right hand side there is a only hydrogen. Means what? These both are having the same structural formula, but these will be differing in its arrangements. So these are called as what? Diastereomers, and hence there is a differ in this carbon structure, that is this asymmetric carbon is having OH here and here hydrogen. So these both are called as what? Epimers. And this is the new asymmetric carbon which is introduced in this, that is structure. Okay, so in the next step, that is here it is a glucononitrile and it is a mononitrile. It is called as a D. Why? Because due to presence of this OH at the right hand side, here also it at the right hand side, so both are called as a D, and it is a glucononitrile and it is a mononitrile because of this hydrogen at the right hand side. And in the second step, these both are undergoing hydrolysis process to give the respective acids. So when glucononitrile is undergoing hydrolysis, it is giving you gluconic acid. So here you can see, here CN is replaced by COOH. Okay, so when it is reacting with the, means it is undergoing hydrolysis process, it is going to give you the respective acids. Glucose is giving you gluconic acid, mononitrile is giving you mannonic acid. So in the next step, these both acids are undergoing heating process. So when these are undergoing heating process, these are losing water molecules, and when these are losing water molecules, it is going to give you the corresponding alpha lactones. So it is called as alpha lactone. Why? Because here you can observe this is the functional group C double bond O. Here also it is a functional group. So the carbon atom which is present next to the functional group, that is called as the alpha. Next one is beta. Further next one is the gamma. So here you can see there is a cyclization between first, second, third, fourth carbon atom, and here oxygen is there. So it is called as what? Gamma lactones, and also it can be called as a 1,4 aldolactones. Why? Because 1 and 4 carbon are undergoing cyclization process. So when these are acids, respective acids are undergoing heating process, it is losing a water molecule and it is going to give you the respective lactones. So that is gluconic acid is going to give you D-gluconolactone, and mannonic acid is going to give you D-mononolactone. And in the second step, these both lactones are undergoing reduction. So here I have given. So as these individual lactones can be individual, it is said to be as an individual. Why? Because these both are solid in nature and can be separated by the fractional crystallization. So once it is separated by the fractional crystallization, these both can undergo reduction individually with the lithium aluminum hydride. As you know, it is a reducing agent, or sodium amalgam. This is also reducing agent in presence of a weak acid. So when these both are undergoing reduction, these are giving you the respective higher sugars. That is a first one is will be the what? Glucose, and mononolactone is going to give you the monos. Here you can see gluconolactone is undergoing reduction and it is giving you the glucose. Here you can count the number of carbons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Here also mononolactone is undergoing reduction with the lithium aluminum hydride and it is giving you the D-monos. So here it is a monos and here it is a glucose. Why? Because here OH is present at the right hand side and here hydrogen is present at the right hand side, and both are designated with the letter D. Why? Because due to presence of a OH at the right hand side, here also OH is present at the right hand side. I hope the Fischer-Kilani synthesis is clear to all of you. In the next class, we will be studying about the rough degradation.